The Dubai royal family is known for its jaw-dropping wealth, glittering skyscrapers, and power that stretches far beyond the Gulf. But behind the palaces and private jets is a side of the story they rarely show. From runaway royals to gold-plated everything, these are the most shocking secrets behind one of the most powerful dynasties on Earth. The last one will leave you speechless. The Dubai royal family often looks like something out of a modern fairy tale. Endless wealth, massive power, and a kingdom that has become a global icon for luxury. But behind the golden gates and glossy magazine covers lies a world that doesn't always match the image. Power doesn't come without secrets. And this family, as wealthy and influential as they are, has its fair share. Dubai's rise as a global powerhouse didn't happen by accident. It was strategic, fast, and dramatic. In less than a century, it transformed from a quiet fishing port into a symbol of extreme wealth. At the center of it all is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, a man whose name is as tied to Dubai as the Burj Khalifa. He's more than a ruler. He's the architect of Dubai's modern identity. But in the shadows of his public accomplishments, there's a private life filled with stories most people will never hear on the news. The more you dig, the more you realize that this isn't just a story about money or politics. It's about ambition, control, relationships, and the price of global influence. As we go deeper into this story, each layer reveals more than the last. From luxury estates to courtroom battles, record-setting airports to gold-covered cars, this is the real story behind one of the richest families alive. And some parts of it are stranger than fiction. Long before Dubai was filled with luxury resorts and skyline views, it was just a dusty port town on the edge of the Gulf. But that changed in 1833 when the Bani Yas tribe took over. They turned the region into a trade hub. Fast forward to the modern day, and the transformation is almost hard to believe. The skyscrapers, man-made islands, and billion-dollar projects didn't build themselves. Behind it all stands Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Born in 1949, Sheikh Mohammed stepped into leadership with a clear goal: make Dubai a global name. After his brother's passing in 2006, he officially became ruler. His leadership wasn't passive. He pushed boundaries. The Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, the Palm Jumeirah, these weren't just buildings. They were statements. He wanted the world to look at Dubai and see possibility, not limitation. But his power doesn't stop at city planning. Sheikh Mohammed is also the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and its Minister of Defense. His decisions affect not just Dubai, but the entire federation. Under his watch, Dubai has become a symbol of modern ambition and unfiltered luxury. Still, power on that level often comes at a cost. Building an empire like this requires control, and sometimes controversy. As we'll see, not every chapter in his story reads like a success. And not every part of Dubai's image came without sacrifice. Sheikh Mohammed's personal life has always been a topic of interest, but things exploded in 2019. At the center of it was his marriage to Princess Haya bint Al Hussein of Jordan. She wasn't just another royal bride. She was educated at Oxford, an accomplished equestrian, and a fixture in global society circles. Their union looked perfect from the outside. Wealth, beauty, royal blood, and 2 young children born into unimaginable privilege. But behind the cameras, things weren't right. In a shocking move, Princess Haya fled Dubai with her 2 children and sought asylum in the United Kingdom. That decision wasn't just personal. It triggered a legal and diplomatic storm. She accused Sheikh Mohammed of threats and surveillance. British courts got involved. The evidence painted a picture of control and fear. It didn't stop there. Allegations emerged that Sheikh Mohammed had orchestrated the abduction of 2 of his daughters, Sheikha Latifa and Sheikha Shamsa, who had also attempted to flee Dubai. Those cases, while not criminally prosecuted in the UK, further deepened public scrutiny. In 2021, the court ordered Sheikh Mohammed to pay Princess Haya a record-setting $73 million settlement. The ruling exposed a side of the royal family that most had never seen. Not just private heartbreak, but a public unraveling of the polished image Dubai had carefully built. This wasn't just a royal scandal. It was a turning point that made people question how power is handled behind palace walls. Wealth on paper is one thing, but wealth that covers continents? That's something else. Sheikh Mohammed doesn't just live large, he lives everywhere. His official residence, Zabil Palace, is a sprawling compound just minutes from central Dubai. Worth around $400 million, the palace features acres of lush gardens and roams with exotic birds, including peacocks. It's less a home and more a statement of authority. In Monaco, he owns a $323 million penthouse inside one of the most secure buildings in Europe. In Dubai's Emirates Hills, often called the Beverly Hills of the Middle East, he owns a $50 million mansion with views over golf courses and the marina. And it doesn't stop there. In Scotland, he owns a 63,000-acre estate with a 14-bedroom manor. In Kentucky, he has Gainsborough Stud, one of the top horse breeding operations in the U.S. In England, he owns Dalham Hall, a $60 million estate tied to his racing interests. Each property is more than just a luxury address. They are parts of a personal and political network that spreads Sheikh Mohammed's influence across the globe. These estates represent more than money. They show the reach of a ruler who has made a point to leave his mark on every corner of the world. For most people, travel means tickets and terminals. For Sheikh Mohammed, it means commanding fleets on land, sea, and air. When he leaves Dubai, he doesn't travel light. His yacht, named Dubai, cost $400 million to build and is one of the largest in the world. It's a floating fortress of luxury, complete with a private spa, cinema, nightclub, gold trim, and marble floors. It's not a boat. It's a full-scale resort. But if he's not sailing, he's flying. And his private jets aren't your standard Gulfstreams. He owns a Boeing 747 that's fully customized to royal taste. It includes private suites, meeting rooms, and a dining area that looks like a five-star restaurant. The aircraft has often been described as a palace in the sky. And just in case that wasn't enough, he also has a personalized Airbus A380, the same model used by major airlines for commercial long-haul flights. For Sheikh Mohammed, it's a private jet. These modes of transport aren't just about getting from point A to B. They're about control, status, and ensuring privacy wherever he goes. Every detail is curated. Every cabin, every amenity is designed for someone used to ruling a kingdom. His travel setup speaks volumes about how the Dubai royal family operates. Always in command, never compromising, and always at the center of attention. Luxury, in this case, isn't the end goal. It's the bare minimum. Sheikh Mohammed's love for horses isn't a hobby. It's an empire built on bloodlines, races, and billion-dollar breeding programs. Horses are deeply tied to Emirati culture, and for Sheikh Mohammed, they represent discipline, tradition, and legacy. His personal investment in racing began decades ago and has since grown into a global operation with headquarters in Europe, the United States, and the Middle East. In 1996, he founded the Dubai World Cup, now one of the richest horse races on the planet. But that was just the beginning. He owns Darley Stud, the largest horse breeding facility in the world, located in Newmarket, England. The value of this stud alone is estimated at $500 million. There, top bloodlines are raised, trained, and sent into elite races across the globe. His son, Sheikh Hamdan, inherited the same passion and expanded the operation through Shadwell. With over 200 mares and some of the most valuable stallions in the racing world, the family's influence in the sport is enormous. These aren't just horses. They're royalty in their own right. But the family's involvement goes beyond racing. It's about controlling the sport's direction. Their money funds entire racing festivals, influences breeding standards, and shapes the next generation of competitors. For the Dubai Royals, the horse isn't just a symbol. It's the heart of an identity they've cultivated across cultures and countries. And in this world, the finish line is always moving, but they always stay ahead. If horses are Sheikh Mohammed's traditional passion, then supercars are his modern thrill. The Dubai royal family owns one of the most jaw-dropping vehicle collections in the world. We're not talking about a few Rolls-Royces in a climate-controlled garage. This is next level. Sheikh Mohammed himself is known for cruising in a Mercedes G63 AMG, a favorite even among Dubai police. But that's just a taste of what's in the vault. He owns rare Ferraris, Bentleys, vintage models, and luxury vehicles custom-built to his specifications. One standout is the Devil 16, a $2.2 million machine marketed as the fastest car in the world, with a top speed that breaks the 340-mile-per-hour barrier. Then there's Sheikh Hamdan. His collection could make an entire car show jealous. And the crown jewel? A line of gold-plated cars that turn heads even in a city like Dubai. Lamborghini Aventadors, Porsches, Range Rovers, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom, all wrapped in shimmering gold. His gold car garage alone is worth nearly $60 million. These aren't showpieces that sit idle. You'll see them on the roads, sometimes in convoy, often flanked by security. They're used, they're flaunted, and they represent a lifestyle where even the outrageous becomes ordinary. In a city obsessed with luxury, the Dubai Royals still manage to stand out. Their garage doesn't just show taste, it shows dominance. Clothing isn't just about appearance in royal circles. It's about control, identity, and influence. Sheikh Mohammed knows this well. Whether he's in a traditional white kandura or a sharply cut designer suit, what he wears sends a message. He doesn't dress for trends. He dresses to reinforce his authority. His Western wardrobe includes pieces from Tom Ford, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Ermenegildo Zegna. These are not off-the-rack outfits. They're custom, handcrafted, and built to fit his presence. But he doesn't abandon tradition either. His kanduras are made from premium materials sourced from around the world. Paired with the gutra, his traditional headscarf, the look is understated but powerful. Accessories are also carefully selected. Limited edition watches from Rolex and Patek Philippe are frequently seen on his wrist. Many of these pieces are one of a kind, designed exclusively for him. Each one can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. His style also influences others in the Gulf. Leaders, ministers, and influencers look to his appearance as a cue. In a place where optics matter deeply, he controls the visual language of leadership. But this isn't vanity, it's branding. He understands that power isn't just exercised through laws and money. It's felt through presence. And what he wears is a constant, quiet reminder that he's not just another wealthy man in Dubai. He's the one shaping its future. If Dubai's skyline is impressive, what Sheikh Mohammed is building next might be even bigger. He's not just constructing buildings anymore. He's shaping the future of global transportation. In 2024, he approved a project that will redefine air travel: the expansion of Al Maktoum International Airport, also known as Dubai World Central. And this isn't just an upgrade. It's a $35 billion vision to build the largest airport the world has ever seen. Once completed, this airport is expected to handle 260 million passengers every year. That's more than any airport on the planet. It will feature 400 gates, 5 runways, and a network of terminals that stretch for miles. But it doesn't stop there. Sheikh Mohammed's plan includes building an entire city around the airport. It's designed to house over 1 million people, with residential blocks, business parks, and entertainment zones integrated directly into the airport infrastructure. This move isn't just about air travel. It's about power, trade, and putting Dubai at the center of everything. Sheikh Mohammed is positioning Dubai not as a stopover, but as the destination. From global logistics to tourism to finance, everything connects here. For him, the sky isn't the limit. It's just another starting point. This isn't about expansion. It's about control, about ensuring Dubai remains ahead of the curve long after the next wave of cities try to catch up. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum isn't the kind of prince who stays hidden behind palace gates. Known widely as Fazza, he's one of the most public-facing royals in the world. With over 11 million Instagram followers, he's turned the private life of royalty into a show of adventure, speed, and global presence. But don't mistake the thrill-seeking for lack of depth. Behind the gold cars and skydives is a man deeply tied to his city's future. He's an award-winning equestrian and owns more than 1,000 thoroughbreds. He paid a record $2.7 million for a single camel and leads the Dubai Crown Prince Camel Festival. Yes, that's a real thing. He travels constantly and captures his journeys with a camera in hand, from mountain treks to underwater dives. His amphibious cars, gold-covered Lamborghinis, and custom Rolls-Royces turn heads even in a city that's used to luxury. But he's more than a social media figure. Sheikh Hamdan chairs Dubai's Executive Council, shaping major policy decisions. He's also heavily involved in social initiatives, including the Dubai Autism Center and various youth development programs. His style of leadership is different, modern, visible, and connected to people's everyday lives. In many ways, he's the bridge between old-world royalty and the future of global leadership. He's not just living a lavish life, he's branding what royalty means today. And the world is watching. So when you look past the palaces, the jets, and the billion-dollar projects, what you really see is a family that's redefined what modern royalty looks like. Sheikh Mohammed built the empire. Sheikh Hamdan is shaping its future. And together, they've turned Dubai into more than a city. It's become a global symbol of wealth, ambition, and vision. But with all that power comes complexity. There's influence, but there's controversy. There's tradition, but there's reinvention. And the line between private and public? Almost gone. Love them or question them, there's no ignoring the Al Maktoum family. They aren't following anyone's blueprint. They're creating their own. If you found this breakdown interesting, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the world's most powerful people. Got a favorite fact or a part of the story that surprised you? Drop it in the comments. We read them all. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.